In this video, I'm going to demonstrate one way to do an intense eye and light lip look. I already prepped her skin and did her eyebrows. I would recommend doing the brows before the eyeshadow, although if you prefer to do your eyeshadow then your brows, that is totally fine too. I would definitely do the eyes before the rest of the face though, because the eyes can cause a lot of fallout. So here I'm starting by prepping the eyelids with concealer to even the eye color, and also this helps the eyeshadow last throughout the day and helps the eyeshadow not really crease throughout the day. And here I'm using a Veda concealer in the shade Hazelnut. And now next I am going to use a dark eyeliner pencil to line the outside corner to the inside corner generously. And this doesn't have to be perfect, this is just going to be as a base to your eyeshadow and make the eyeshadow more intense. So I'm just basically making small strokes, and then after I do the strokes, I'm going to use a small eyeshadow brush to diffuse the eyeliner up the crease, but still keeping the intensity near the lash line, as you can see here. So you just want to kind of blend that out with your blending brush that you have, and I'm just trying to blend it so it's not just in one area and it's all blended by the crease. Just want to make sure it's all diffused out. But as you can see, it's still focused on the lower lash, not the lower lash line, just the lash line on the lids. Now I'm using a just a regular large eyeshadow brush, and just putting a medium colored eyeshadow. And here I use the ColourPop Sheet palette in the shade Missy. And I just did a medium eyeshadow brush like I said, and I start at the lower lash line. I'm just blending it slightly past the crease. So mainly focusing it on the lid area. And this is more of a purpley color, and decided to pick a purple. Just, it's like a tense. I think it would be good for her brown eyes. And we're kind of going to smoke it out. And you really want to make sure this is blended out nicely using windshield wiper motions with your blending brush on the crease area. Now I'm just setting the area with an large eyeshadow brush with translucent powder, and this just helps set with the eyeliner so it doesn't crease throughout the day either. Now I'm just applying a light shadow, and here I use the shade Opal from Aveda just at the brow bone to highlight the arch. Now I'm using a dark eyeshadow, and I use the shade Damsel from the ColourPop Sheet palette with a smudger brush, and I'm just applying this at the lash line from the inside corner to outside corner, and keeping this color close to the lash line, just to give it a little more intensity. Now I'm just making sure that's all blended out with my blending brush. So the lids of the eyeshadow are done, so I'm just going to take a sponge with a little bit of moisturizer and clean up the fallout that was on her lower lash line and under eye area from the eyeshadow. And I want to make sure that the end of her eye is kind of like a V with the eyeshadow, so that's why I'm trying to make sure it's all cleaned up at the end. So I'm applying a Veda concealer in Hazelnut on her under eye area with my foundation brush. And this just helps conceal dark circles or fine lines, things like that. So I'm going to blend it with my foundation brush first, and then I'm just taking my finger with the warmth of my finger and just blending out a little bit more, making sure there's no creases. And you can always just apply it a little more as needed, but I wouldn't do too much because you don't want it to get too cakey. So next I'm applying the black eyeliner that we started off with from now on her lower lash line from the outside corner to the inside corner. And it can be a little tricky, so I'm just holding her eyelids so she can look up and it'll be a little easier. So with a smudger brush, I'm diffusing the eyeliner while keeping the intensity still near the lash line. Now I'm taking a little bit of a larger smudger brush and I'm just applying translucent powder on the lower lash line to set the eyeliner in place. So now I'm just taking my medium eyeshadow that I used on the top eyelid over the eyeliner application and blending it out with a smudger brush. Then do the same thing with the darker color eyeshadow that you used on the lid, on the lower lash line with the smudger brush. The key definitely with this eye look is to blend, blend, blend. Make sure everything is really blended out. There's no harsh lines, harsh edges. Just make sure you really blend with your brushes. Now I'm just cleaning any fallout with a sponge that has moisturizer on it. Next, I'm applying liquid eyeliner on her top lids, and I started from the outside corner to the inside corner. For me, it's just easier to do the wing first and then go in towards the inner corner of the eye. And liquid eyeliner can be a little tricky to get even on both sides and to get the wing how you want it. So I'm not the best at it, so I'm just trying to practice, and I just recommend for everyone, just practice, practice, practice. And it's, like, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And it's really good just to try to focus on getting the lines like precise and practice your wings. And here I was taking a little bit of time just because I'm a perfectionist, so I wanted the wings to be very similar, as much as I can get them to be, basically. And then for me, it's a little different because I don't necessarily do makeup a lot on other people, so I'm still trying to practice it and get the hang of it. So here I noticed I wanted the lines to be a little more in the inner corner, so I had her look up and then I fixed it. And that helped, definitely did help. Here I am just going to curl her lashes to give them a little bit of volume before applying mascara. Make sure when you're curling the lashes to hold him or her's upper lid, just so it gives you a better precision with seeing the lashes and curling them in with mascara. This would be a good tip. And you can also add false eyelashes to this look. I just decided not to for this look. I just decided to do mascara just to keep it simple. It's all on preference, honestly. So just thought a few good coats of mascara would be good for her. And here I'm just applying the Aveda Concealer in Hazelnut as foundation to give her a hydrated matte full coverage finish. And I'm starting from the cheeks and going outwards with a complexion brush. So I personally like to apply most foundation with just a foundation brush first and then blend it all together with a beauty blender. just make sure all the lines are blended out and the skin looks like, the foundation makes it look like skin still, basically. So here I am taking a bronzer from ColourPop called Afternoon Delight, and I'm just applying it to her cheekbones, forehead, and jawline, and this would be where the sun would naturally kiss the face. I didn't want to go too overboard, so I just applied a light bronzer. Now I'm taking Getting Handy blush from ColourPop on the apples of her cheeks with a blush brush. And you can just have your client or yourselves just smile when you apply the brush because it helps you get the precision better. So now onto the lips. Begin by applying concealer to the center of the lips, and this just gives you a new lip when you start, basically a blank canvas. Next, I'm applying the Aveda Lip Definer, starting from the outer corners going in on each corner of the lip. So that's a 4-step process, and then you fill in the bottom and top lip with liner. So the Aveda Lip Definer is just a nude natural lip definer, just doesn't have much color to it, so I'm taking the NYX lip liner in mauve and doing the same technique that I did with the Aveda Lip Definer, just to give it a little more color that will match the lip color and a little more standout. And just remember to always start from the corners of each side of the lip, then fill them in when doing lip liner. So I'm just filling the lips in with this lip liner, and then the look will be all done and ready. I didn't want to do too much with her lips because she just has an intense eye and a light lip today. So thank you for watching.